So today's a pretty special day for you.
Yes, it is.
What day might that be?
It's my birthday.
Ooh. Happy birthday. How are you
Thank you.
feeling? How are you feeling?
I feel amazing.
Yeah?
Yeah, I feel great.
You woke up with a thought today.
I did wake up with a thought today.
What might that have been?
Okay, so on my birthday, this happens every year. I don't know if it's just me, but every year on my birthday, I can't help but think back over the year, what's been achieved, what's been my biggest struggles, what have I learned from those struggles, I guess with a view to do it better in the year in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
But what I woke up with this morning was, you had this dream in your heart from the time you were 4 years of age to be able to travel the world and share the love of Jesus with people that you meet through storytelling and songs. But I feel like it's only now that I find myself standing on the starting line of that work.
Right.
And without making this public knowledge, today's my 44th birthday. So it's basically 40 years later.
Right.
And this year really for me has been like the launch of what I had as a dream in my heart as a really young girl. And so I woke up this morning thinking of all of you who are watching this video right now with a challenge, I guess. What are those dreams and those desires on the inside of your heart that maybe haven't yet come to fruition, that some of you have actually just shoved in the back of the cupboard and you've thrown away the key. You've locked the door and you've thrown away the key, and you're thinking, I'm just going to have to settle and I'm just going to have to carry on with how things are. But meanwhile, you're kind of living with this silent ache on the inside of you because that's something you really, really wanted to do and wanted to achieve. But for one reason or another, it just hasn't happened. Okay, whether it's self-doubt or whether it's just one hurdle after the other that you've hit over the years and you've just gone, you know what, it's just too hard. Like they say in Australia, just throw it in the too hard pile, mate. And you've just not seen that dream come to fruition. I guess my challenge to you is it maybe time to unlock the door of that cupboard and pull it out again and maybe write it down, maybe journal. What are the things that you really want to be able to achieve that you can now start actually taking some physical steps towards achieving?
Yeah,
You know?
yeah, for sure. And why do you think it is that people tend to push their dreams to the back of the closet?
Well, I think for me, there comes a point where you're almost like, okay, I can't possibly face another hurdle when it comes to this matter now. I'm just too tired. I'm too exhausted. I'm too disappointed with how things have panned out. And so it almost becomes like a protection or a protective mechanism, as it were, to just go, it's not going to happen.
Because you don't need to feel those feelings.
Yes, because if I just throw it away, then there's no danger of me being disappointed or hurt or, meanwhile, you actually end up living this life, which I know I ended up living for many, many years with this silent ache because you thought that there was more on the inside of you. You thought that there was the potential when you were young and optimistic. You know, when you were young, the saying, the world is your oyster. And you grow up believing that and you think, yes, I'm going to be able to achieve anything. And then life happens or SHIT happens, and then to now protect yourself, you go, oh, okay, let's just pretend that didn't exist because then maybe I won't hurt myself and I won't be disappointed.
Well, how have you managed to position yourself at the starting line now then?
Oh, goodness. I look back on my whole life and I see this pattern of, I thought it was that moment and then something happened and it knocked me off my perch. And then it was this season of struggle and tears and crying and disappointment. But then there was this fire on the inside of me that begins to flare up again where I'm like, nope, I've got to dust off the dirt and I've got to try again. And then I'm on this path of trying again. And then I feel like, yes, I'm almost there and it's finally going to happen. And then something happens and it knocks me off my perch again. And I think what I've learned throughout the last 40 years has been just get back up and try again, get back up and try again. And I've been doing that for the past 40 years, so I can't go and quit now.
Yeah.
You know, I've come this far. It's like, you know, when you've been in a marriage for so many years and then you guys hit a crisis point in your marriage and you go, oh, this isn't going to work. We're going to have to walk away. There comes a point when you're having that thought or that conversation where you go, yeah, but we've invested so much into this so far. It doesn't make sense to walk away now, right? I feel the same way for my dreams and my desires that still haven't yet eventuated, or like I said earlier, I'm currently standing on the starting line of seeing it come to fulfillment. Persevere, persevere, persevere. Do not quit. Do not give up. It doesn't matter how long it takes. Stand firm because it will come to completion in its appointed time.
How optimistic are you feeling now that you're at the starting line?
I am extremely optimistic, but I am also very aware that there's probably going to be some hurdles.
Yeah.
And I think I'm sitting here today on my birthday going, well, I'm resolute. I'm resolute. Yes, there's going to be hurdles. There's going to be challenges that come. But I am resolute. I am determined that I'm going to run my race and I'm going to finish it. And I am not going to quit in the meantime. And I think that's my challenge to my people today is whatever it is, do not quit. Push through until you see something happen. I think that's probably my biggest, my birthday greeting.
It was a wonderful birthday greeting.
Thank you.
Well, this fancy little setup that we're running here is a little indicator of things to come.
Yes.
So what's happening next year?
So we have been producing season 2 of Under the Rug. So if you haven't listened to or watched season 1, then jump onto Spotify, Under the Rug podcast with Nalini Tranquim. We've even got the videos on YouTube so you can actually watch the interviews that we had in our last season. But I am super excited for season 2. Whew, we got some solid content.
It's going to be exciting.
It's going to be amazing.
And any wishes as people enter into this Christmas season?
Just that I love you and I have been cheering you on from the sidelines. And for those of you who haven't maybe heard from me directly throughout the course of this year, know that I think about you a lot more than we actually chat. And that's my message today.
Wonderful. And anyone listening, once again, just want to push you to follow those dreams. Leave us a comment. Let us know below what dreams are you at the starting line of, and let's encourage one another to really pursue those in the year to come.
I love it. Thanks, guys.